Hey everybody, my name is Cole and welcome to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about TikTok and why it is such an invaluable tool to use for your business right now. Especially if you're kind of new to social media, taking your time and putting it into that social media marketing world and learning how that works. TikTok has an amazing opportunity to benefit from every hour, every minute that you can really put into creating content the right way on that platform. So if you're a business and you're just starting to get into the digital marketing world and creating social media content, you're trying to figure out how you should best allocate your time and energy and on which platform, TikTok presents an amazing opportunity to get the most bang for your buck that you're ever going to see on social media. But before we get started, I do want to say if you like these kinds of videos and you're looking to see more of them and learn more about social media management and digital marketing and all that fun stuff, consider subscribing to the channel. I try to create videos every week that answer social media questions, and when you subscribe and you let me know in the comments, what questions you have, what things I can answer for you, it really just helps me create content and it helps you get your questions answered totally for free. So consider subscribing if you haven't yet. And if you like this video in particular, give it a thumbs up. It'll help with the algorithm, help it to get pushed to more and more people so that they can see how TikTok can benefit your business. And with that, let's get started. So depending on if you've been following TikTok for a while or you just heard about it last week, everyone has an opinion on it. And that's because it's been kind of controversial in the news lately with all these kinds of safety concerns with it being a Chinese-based social media platform and the scrutiny that TikTok's gotten from its younger audience and the kind of content that they post on that platform. If you didn't know, I used to work at TikTok on the content moderation team, so I saw the best and the worst of what's on that platform. And I'm using my experience both creating content on TikTok as well as working for TikTok to answer the questions that you guys might have about how to create the best content on that platform and why it's such an opportune, unique moment to get involved on TikTok for your small business. But regardless of your opinions on TikTok, there is no question that it is blowing up right now. That's part of the reason why it's gotten so much attention from the media, is that this platform is exploding, and it has been for the past 2 to 3 years. And the reason that I think TikTok is exploding so much in the past couple of years is because they've really found a perfect niche in terms of the people who are on social media, and they've executed on giving those people exactly what they want. And what they want is very short form video. So you may remember there's a platform that was widely popular, especially in the US, called Vine. And Vine ended up actually shutting down. And when Vine shut down, all the creators on that platform and the people who love to watch short form videos on that platform needed somewhere else to go. In comes TikTok. TikTok had been around for a little bit, owned by a Chinese company known as ByteDance. And when they purchased a smaller platform that was a little popular in the US musically and combined it into what's now known as TikTok, they really started to explode. Especially with Vine no longer being in the picture, TikTok had kind of full ownership of the very short-term video market. I guess you could say Snapchat's also in the short-form video world, but it's kind of its own thing. So TikTok started to explode, and especially with Gen Z seeing Instagram and Facebook kind of as, older forms, they gravitated toward TikTok, a newer thing that was kind of their own. And even to this day, there are not that many millennials on TikTok when you compare it to Instagram or Facebook. However, there are a ton of Gen Zers that are on TikTok, but they might not be on Instagram, or they might be on Instagram and TikTok, but not Facebook. For that reason, I really think about TikTok as the Gen Z platform, because it's kind of the first one that they've really claimed ownership of. And that also influences the kind of content that's created on that platform. But you may be asking yourself, Cole, why are you saying all this stuff about TikTok's history and the exact demographics on this platform? I thought we were talking about how to make TikTok videos that are going to benefit my business. And the answer to that question is yes, we are going to talk about how TikTok will benefit your business, but it's important to know where TikTok came from to understand A, why it's so successful, and B, where it's going in the future. And that's really important to know as you're creating content for this platform and you start to make it a part of your marketing strategy. So getting to the meat and potatoes of this video, why do you need to be on TikTok to see the most bang for your buck in terms of your social media marketing? And the answer to that is you don't need to be, but in order to see the best results, you really should be. And not only that, but if you really want to get the most out of every minute you spend creating social media videos and engaging with your following on a certain social media platform, I would recommend you put all of your time and effort into TikTok. And there's a really big reason why. So whenever a new social media platform kind of breaks the mold and comes into fruition, it comes with a very unique opportunity that only reduces as time goes on. Think about Facebook in 2008 and how easy it was to put up a post and for it immediately to be seen by every one of your followers. Or Instagram, a few years later, the same thing happened. And the reason why those things happened was because these platforms are new and they need people to be creating videos and they need people to be engaging with those videos in order for the business model to even work. So you look at Facebook right now or even Instagram right now, and those platforms are well established. They have plenty of people creating videos and photos and posts, and they also have plenty of people engaging with those posts, creating an amazing ecosystem for advertisers to come in where they want to spend a lot of money because they know they can engage with a ton of people. TikTok is new and they're still kind of cutting their own path into the social media landscape. And for that reason, they need to give you more as both a user and a creator of content in order for you to stick around. To compete with these well-established brands like the Instagrams and Facebooks of the world, they need to provide something better. And what they provide is engagement and a ton of video views. So the argument could also be made that because TikTok has a lot of shorter form videos, you can get through more videos faster in the average hour you spend on TikTok versus the hour that you would spend on Instagram or Facebook. So you can get more views, and views are a little bit less valuable than like a Facebook and Instagram. But at the end of the day, when a platform is this new and this primed for growth, you as a creator have an amazing opportunity to go and put out content just so it gets seen by more and more people and take advantage of that very loose algorithm that the platform has. Because I guarantee you, as time goes on, that algorithm is going to become more and more strict, and it's going to be looking more and more like Facebook and Instagram, where you really have to fight your way to get any view, any engagement, any comment, or any share. So the most important thing for TikTok right now is time. They haven't been around that long and they still have something to prove. Even though they've been wildly successful so far, they haven't illustrated yet that they really have staying power. There are still plenty of people who believe that TikTok is kind of more of a fad and it's going to be going away soon. So take advantage of that time and get in at the ground floor like you wish you probably had on Facebook and Instagram. The second reason why TikTok is so amazing for small business owners is because of the competition. Now, sure, you can definitely go on TikTok and find creators who have millions and millions of followers and things like that, but the amount of platforms that have millions and millions of followers is a lot smaller than on the Facebook and Instagrams of the world because there's just been less time for people to amass those followings. Because of that, you have less competition, and that's reason enough to get onto TikTok. If you look at the other platforms, there's an immense amount of competition, and that's why it can be so difficult to get your posts seen by any followers, especially if you're just starting out. But for TikTok, it really benefits new users because they want to encourage you to be on the platform. So take advantage of that lower competition for sure. Another reason that TikTok is so advantageous for business owners, and a lot of you are going to see this as a negative, and I see it as the biggest positive in the world, is that you can't just post links. So just like how Instagram, you can't post just a linked post, but on Facebook you can. The downside to that is that, sure, you can't just easily post once a day a link going to your website to try to get 1 or 2 conversions out of your following. But I would argue, and those of you who've seen my past videos would know, that you shouldn't be doing that anyway because it is a terrible social media marketing strategy. And I have other videos that talk more in depth about this, and you should definitely look at those for the specifics to learn why this is so important. But long story short, platforms hate when you just post links because it drives their audience away from their platform. And they want you to stay on those platforms longer. So when you do that, not only do people not like those posts because people don't go onto Facebook or Instagram to just be sent somewhere else, but also Facebook and Instagram, they don't like those posts because it takes away their audience, or potentially could. So at the end of the day, you shouldn't be making those posts anyway, and TikTok doesn't allow you to, which is a great thing in my opinion. Okay, so there are plenty of reasons to get involved with TikTok, and the opportunities are really endless. But the last advantage to TikTok I'm going to talk about in this video is the algorithm. And yes, I've already kind of talked about the algorithm and why it benefits you so much, but I really need to break this down for you because, especially as a social media and digital marketer, algorithms control everything about your content creation, your digital marketing strategy. It really is the god of the social media world. And TikTok's algorithm right now is a very, very forgiving algorithm. On other platforms, if you have a bunch of bad posts, they're going to assume that your content is just always bad and they're not going to show it to more and more people. And it becomes very difficult to break that mold. Where on TikTok, if you're creating videos left and right and you're really just kind of pushing them out and you have a bunch of good ones and a bunch of bad ones, TikTok doesn't care. The way that they're set up right now is if they see a video that has good content, they're gonna blow it up. If you go onto TikTok, you can look up a lot of different profiles right now that have a couple hundred, a couple thousand maybe views, which, side note, on other platforms, a couple hundred, a couple thousand views is huge. But TikTok, you can see that as an average. For a new platform starting out, a couple hundred to 1,000 views on every video that you put up, depending on the quality of the video, that's crazy enough. But on those profiles that have an average of 100 or 1,000 views per video, you can see just a video that has 1 million views or multi-million views on a particular video just because it happened to take off on their algorithm and it was on the For You page for a long period of time. This is insane because basically anybody can have a viral video on TikTok right now. And again, reminder, I think that's going to be going away in the near future. So take advantage of the fact that you can have a crazy video pop off and just get seen by a ton of different people, which could then turn into customers and conversions for you and your business. Don't leave that on the table. Take advantage of it right now because it will be going away. But I would argue that posts on TikTok are as valuable as some ads on Facebook in terms of just pure exposure. Now, it can be a little bit harder to convert because of the way that TikTok is created, but in terms of publicity and getting your exposure out there and branding, there is no parallel to TikTok right now. And if you're creating content for any platform and you're focused on branding and just getting seen by as many eyes as possible, you should be doing TikTok first and the other platforms later. So with that said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions or any confusions about the video, things you'd like me to talk about more, please leave them below in the comments. I'll answer them as soon as possible. I might even make a video that kind of dives more in depth if there's more details that I can't cover in a single comment. But if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. It'll help me out a ton, and consider subscribing if you want to see more social media content creation and digital marketing videos that will answer your questions and help your business explode on social media. Thank you guys so much. Have a good one.